Are you ready to get your hips and back moving? Hi, I'm Dr. Oleson. We are focusing on hip and spinal mobility in today's class, and both of these have a really big impact on our pelvic floor. Go grab your mats and let's do this. For today's class, if you happen to have some yoga blocks, if you have a tennis or lacrosse ball, go ahead and grab that. If not, no worries, I've got you covered. Let's get started. Today, you're going to start with the block or a pillow, and you're going to come to a seated position. And you're going to keep your knees bent, place the block kind of about heel height. You might have to adjust moving up and back a little bit. We're going to bring our hands behind and just take your right knee down towards the block or the pillow. Coming over towards the side, maybe you take the right arm, lift that right arm up and back behind. Bring it back down. Then the left leg will come down. Take that left arm, reach it up and over. Bring it back down. And just keep going from side to side. Check in with your back. Check in with those hips. What do you notice? Do you notice a difference from side to side? Ooh. And as the leg comes down to the block, we're thinking of this inward rotation of our hip. Press the legs towards the ground. Send those hips forward. Rotate your chest towards the ground as you press into the hand that's on the ground to help you out a little. Now, you can continue like this. If you would like to press those hips and lift up, you can absolutely do that. Find what works best for you. Stay with the breath and just check in with what you're feeling. What do you notice? Nice. We'll go through one more time each side. Nice job. Bring everything back. Now, here's where if you've got the ball, you can go ahead and grab that. If you don't, you're going to roll your yoga mat up about 2 to 3 inches, and then you're going to take the yoga mat and you're going to place the yoga mat just below belt line. So we want it along the top of our glutes. If you've got the ball, you're going to take the ball, same thing, just below belt line. We're going to start on the right-hand side. So if you've got the yoga mat, you're going to just lean a little bit more towards that right-hand side. Ooh. And then maybe you kind of shift the hips left and right, find that like, oh my goodness spot. And then we're going to take that right knee, pull your right knee in towards your chest. Ooh, you can do some circles with the right knee. You can bring that leg across your body, out to the side. And you're using your breath. Now that left leg can stay straight. You can keep it bent, kind of check in to see what feels best for you. The other thing you can play around with too, if you've got yoga blocks instead of the yoga mat or the ball, is placing the edge of the block so it goes just below belt line. We're hitting the tops of our glutes. Woo. Nice. Maybe you bend and straighten that leg, just kind of sending it all different directions. Good. For 3, 2, last 1. Now, if you've got the mat or the block, just shift your hip to the left. If you've got the ball, let's move the ball over towards the left-hand side. Oh, I thought the right was tight. No, the same thing. You're just comparing from side to side. Pull that left knee in towards your chest, and here we go. You've got the circles with the knee. Maybe you kind of shift the hips left and right just to find that like, oof, that's tender, but it feels good. Now, this is a myofascial release technique. More is not necessarily better when it comes to this. Working on 30 to 60 seconds, each spot is plenty. And maybe you kind of straighten the leg, bend it. All different directions. Maybe coming across. If you wanted that leg out straight, you can bring it out straight. Awesome. Let's take one more breath in here. Oof. Come on off that ball. Good. I don't need it rolling off the deck. That has happened one too many times. All right, come all the way up. Find a comfortable position. We're going to come into tabletop. Pressing down into those hands, lengthen out through the crown of your head. You're going to take your shins and spread your shins out to the side and just check to see where you feel the stretch. Maybe a little pinching in the front, opening in that back. Bring the legs back in. We're going to take the right leg, send your right leg back. Right arm comes to the sky. Reach those fingertips up overhead. Nice breath in. We'll spin everything back down. Take your right arm underneath the left. Come into that thread the needle. Bring it back to tabletop. Take your shins, spread your shins apart. Nice breath in. Send your breath down to that low back. Think of spreading your sit bones apart. Bring them back to center. This time take left leg and arm. Extend, reach out, come into that side plank. Nice breath in. Exhale. Bring it back down. Take that left arm, sweep your left arm, come underneath. Inhale, press yourself, come back up. Tabletop, spread those shins apart. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Bring the legs back in. Right arm and leg extend. Lengthen out. Nice breath in. Maybe the leg is up, maybe it's down. And then we'll slowly spin, come underneath. Reach that right arm under the left, thread the needle. Bring it back up. Press into the arm, spread those shins. Take a breath here. Exhale, let it go. Bring them back in. Take the left leg, left arm, reach through those fingertips. Nice breath in. Maybe the leg is up or down. Lengthen out. Spin everything, come all the way back down. Take that left arm, reach your left arm underneath. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come back up one more time through. We'll just move a little quicker this time. Open up those shins, spread them apart. Back to center, take your right arm and leg, extend, lengthen out. Exhale, sweep, come underneath, thread that needle. Inhale, come back up. Spread those shins. Bring it back to center. Left leg goes back. Lengthen out. Nice breath. Reach through those fingertips. And slowly sweep. Come underneath. Reach. Lengthen out. Nice breath in. Press yourself. Come all the way back up. And then from here, coming up, a couple of options. If you've got the blocks and want the blocks over towards the side, you can do that. We're going to come into camel, so you can curl the toes underneath. Option one is taking your right fist to the right side of your low back. Take that left arm, sweep your left arm, lift it up overhead. Option two, if you want to take that heel down, your hand to your heel or your hand to the block, you can do that. Take that left arm, sweep it up overhead. And then we're going to bring ourselves, come back down. Take that left hand to the corner of your mat. Open up side plank, right hand behind your head. Elbow to elbow, rotate down. Peel, lift, come back up. Right knee comes down. Find your variation. So maybe you make the fist. Sweep that left arm up and back, thinking of creating this gentle C curve with your spine. Left hand comes back down. Extend, open. Right hand behind your head, elbow to elbow. Peel your chest open. One more time. Right knee comes down. Inhale, sweep, lift up. Find your variation. Gentle squeeze of those glutes. Left hand back down. Open up, right hand behind your head, elbow to elbow, and peel and lift up. Nice. Let's switch to the other side. So making a fist with that left hand. Right arm reaches up. You can reach for the block. You can reach for your heel. Bring it into that side plank. Extend, lengthen. Hand behind the back of your head, elbow to elbow. Peel your chest, lift up. Bring it back. Sweep that right arm, lift up. And bring it back down. Open up. Elbow to elbow. Peel your chest, lift it up. One more time through. Nice breath in. Sweep, lift those hips up. And bring it back down. Open up, side plank. Right hand, left hand behind your head. Me and my left and rights. Peel that chest, lift it open. Nice breath in. From here, we'll take that left leg, step your left leg forward. Good. Curl those toes, come underneath. Press yourself, lift all the way up. Nice breath in. We're going to lift the tailbone, hinge, come forward. Your hands can stay at your hips or at heart center. And then we're going to tuck the tailbone, pull yourself, come back up. Okay, next time, take that left foot. We're going to rotate the left leg in towards the middle. So that left foot is facing the right corner of your mat, but it all comes from the hip. Same thing. Inhale, lift your tailbone, hinge, come forward. What do you notice at the hip? What do you notice at the back? Press into the feet, tuck the tailbone, pull yourself, come back up. Left foot faces forward. Lift the tailbone, hinge, come forward. Exhale, tuck, pull yourself back up. Take that left foot, rotate it in towards the middle. Now, it doesn't have to rotate in far. See what feels best for you. Lift your tailbone, hinge, float forward. Inhale, lift, come back up. Left foot faces forward. And we're going to start to take off over that left leg. Now you can toe tap or bring your right knee in towards your chest. Keep that rib cage over your spine. And we're going to do big circles with the hip. So bring the hip out to the side. Rotate that knee down, ankle comes up. Kick your heel back behind. And then pull that knee right back in towards your chest. You can hold on to something if you need. Leg goes out to the side. Rotate that leg inward. Kick your heel back. Feel the glute. Lower the leg down. Last time, pull that knee towards your chest. Bring your leg out to the side. Rotate that leg in towards the middle. Drive your heel back and pull that knee back in. Nice. Take your right leg, place it down. Maybe shake out that left side. And we'll take the left leg, step your left leg back into a lunge. Press into those feet, hands at your hips or hands at heart center. We're going to lift the tailbone towards the sky, hinge, float forward. Tuck the tailbone, exhale, press into the feet, pull yourself, come back up. Take that right leg, rotate the leg in. Inhale, lift your tailbone, float forward. Exhale, press into the feet, pull yourself, come back up. Right foot faces forward, lift your tailbone. Exhale, press, pull yourself, come back up. Foot faces in, lift that tailbone, hinge, float forward. Exhale, press and tuck, come back up. One more time through, right foot faces forward. Lift that tailbone, hinge. Exhale, keep pressing through that back heel. Right leg comes in, lift that tailbone. Exhale, come back up. So the hips are moving, our spine is moving. Take that left leg, step it forward, toe tap or knee towards your chest. Maybe you find hold of something. We'll take the left leg out to the side, rotate that leg in, kick your heel back behind, feel the glutes, lower down and pull back up. Bring the leg out to the side, rotate that leg in, send it back and pull it. We want to be careful we don't feel this in our back, that our glutes and our hips are doing the work. Rotate in, kick that heel back behind, lower down, pull that knee back in towards your chest. Nice. Both feet come back down towards the ground. And let's just take your right leg, step your right leg back, spin to face the side of your mat. We're going to bend our right knee, send those arms over towards the right hand side. Maybe your left hand grabs hold of your right knee and you spin your chest towards the sky. Good. Bend over towards the left. Right hand on that left thigh. And let your gaze follow that arm that's reaching towards the sky. Send those hips back. Notice the rotation in your trunk. And keep coming back to your breath. You notice the breath and connection with the pelvic floor. As you're opening up the hips and your spine, can you feel that connection a little differently? Are the hips really tight? Low back really tight? We have to focus on getting that movement first to then better feel that connection. It's all about what you're feeling and how you're doing things versus the actual exercises themselves. Nice. We have 3, 2, last 1. We'll spin those feet back to face the front and lower down onto your right knee. Take your right shin, spin that right shin back behind. And we're going to take the left knee, drive your left knee forward. Nice breath in, opening up those hips. Good, you can keep your left forearm on your thigh, left hand on your thigh, or maybe you bring your hands down to the inside of that left foot. Little pulses, opening up those hips for 3, 2, last 1. Pull yourself, come up, take your right hand down towards the ground. Left arm reaches overhead and spin your chest towards the ground. Slowly start to peel, come back up. We'll take that left foot, turn it back to face the edge of your mat. Sink that knee forward, open up those hips. Hand to your thigh, or maybe down towards the ground. Open those hips. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Pull yourself, come back up. Right hand comes down towards the ground. Spin that left arm open towards the sky. Chest comes down towards the ground. And then peel yourself, come back up. Both knees come down. Nice. We'll take that right leg. Scoot your right leg out towards the short end of your mat. Bend that knee. Get your knee going over those toes. Maybe your hand to your hip or your forearm to your thigh. Open up. Nice breath in. Think of those hips going opposite directions, opening up. Maybe the hands come down to the inside of that foot. Little pulses. Use your breath. Good for 3, 2, 1. Press into that foot, come back up. Left hand down. Right arm reaches overhead and slowly spin your chest down towards the ground. Peel your chest, come back up. Right foot turns to face the short edge of your mat. Bend into that knee. Open the hips. Maybe the hands come down to the inside. Find what works best for you to open up. For 3, 2, 1 more. Press into that foot, come back up. Reach through those fingertips. Spin your chest towards the ground. Inhale, lift, come back up. Bring both legs back down. And you're just going to make your way, come down onto your back. Getting nice and heavy on your back. Maybe just kind of wiggle the hips left and right. Use that breath. Nice breath in and let it go. Straighten out through those legs. Check in with your hips. Check in with that spine. Seeing differences left side, right side. Check in with how your breathing might be a little different now at the end of class. Awesome. Take one more nice breath in. Float those arms. Reach them all the way overhead. Lengthen through the toes. Lengthen through those fingertips. And then exhale. Bring those arms back down by your side. Slowly slide those legs back in. Make your way onto your side. Come all the way up. Find a comfortable seated position. Let's take a nice big cleansing breath in. Lift those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Thanking your body for your practice. If you enjoyed this class, you are going to love this one, so check it out. Keep up the good work. Until next time, namaste.